Yeah.
10 to 8.
A car which stops itself instead of crashing, another which can work out for itself where you want to go, and one which can tell if you're about to have a heart attack. These apparently are what we can expect to be driving in the future.
Vehicle development is traditionally a closely guarded secret, but Ford has given us a look inside its top secret test facility in Belgium. Richard Lister went along for a test drive.
Deep in a Belgian forest, hidden away from prying eyes, Ford is testing cars that can see things we drivers cannot. From the outside, this looks like an ordinary family car, but it's the technology on the inside that makes it special. And I've got the keys. Now, this car is equipped with a kind of Wi-Fi technology which constantly monitors both the car's sensors and its position on the road. So it can broadcast that information for a radius of about 1/4 of a mile, and it can simultaneously receive that information from other cars about what's happening on the road around it. So if, for example, you were approaching a busy junction and there was a car approaching the same junction at speed that you couldn't see, this car could see it, and it could warn you in time for you to stop. What's driving this innovation is partly the fact that we're all living longer.
When we think about that, we know that there are physiological changes that, of course, will come with aging. We talk about reduced response time, impaired vision, limited range of motion. And if we can have our designers and our engineers start thinking about how that will affect the way an individual interacts with a vehicle, they can start to design around that.
Ford's rivals are all developing their own car-to-car communication, like BMW with its connected drive system. But the mighty car makers aren't the only ones trying to shape the future. These Oxford scientists are using lasers to map the landscape around a car and spot any hazards. They also assume that eventually all cars will be able to share information and help you act on it.
As long as we're killing people and getting tired and driving off the roads, then there's room for improvement. So for sure, cars should be better, and I'm absolutely convinced they will be.
Now, if all that technology is giving you palpitations, Ford thinks it has technology for that. This driver's seat is equipped with these sensors, and they can measure your heart rate. So as you drive off, the machine here kicks in, you can see my heart rate there, and if it detects that you're having major cardiac problems, it can potentially stop the car and call you an ambulance. Richard Lister, BBC News, Lommel, Belgium.
Wow. That's something, isn't it? You can go now, Richard.
Thanks,
Thank
Richard.
you. Yes, excellent.
Now, we were telling you earlier, the